Today is the extraordinary beginning of a new era. My name is Jared, and for the next episode of the Kiribati language journey, I thought that I would mix it up a bit. I should regretfully say that this is actually not the first time that I'm looking at it, because apparently I had some issues with the recorder, which resulted in me filming an entire episode that apparently had no sound. I thought I was completely through with that. But in any case, I noticed that I've had trouble sculpting sentences in Kiribati on my own. And so one fix I really thought that would really help would be if I were to actually look at this grammar packet about how to use verbs in Gilbertese Kiribati. And what I found actually really surprised me, and I'll definitely read through everything with amusing commentary accordingly. Okay, so I will provide the link to this page in particular in the video description. So this is very useful. I know that it can be quite painfully difficult to find good materials for Gilbertese out there, which is why I really think that I need to commit more to this series than I already have. Okay, so Kiribati verbs cover a somewhat broader range than English verbs. They may appear to be adjectives or adverbs, indicate questions, or seem to be absent altogether from the sentence. I'm not exactly certain what this means, but I think the examples given will likely illustrate that. Okay, so tense. There is no distinct form for the different tenses, which are either indicated by auxiliary particles or more often indicated solely by context. So I think this is going to be a somewhat similar situation to some Southeast Asian languages in which this is also the case. Agreement. There is no agreement between a verb and its subject. So what we'll usually have here is that one verb form will encompass all persons. So in simple English, that means we say, I come, you come, he, she comes. Instead of saying, I come, you come, he, she come. So some examples of this in Gilbertese would be, I roko, I came, e roko, he came. There is, however, agreement between the transitive verb and its object, with the ending of the verb varying according to the nature of the object. This is fully covered in the lesson on object pronouns and lesson 22. It would be very fulfilling to read a grammar book that I didn't have to cross-reference literally every single paragraph, but it is what it is. Okay, so interrogative, adverbial, and adjectival verbs. Kiribati verbs may carry interrogative force. Oh, that interrogative force is very interesting. I think that actually sounds like a plot point in a science fiction film. I really look forward to seeing that movie, Interrogative Force. Okay, as explained in lesson 9. So, ko nakea, where are you going? They may also appear to be adverbial. So, wai koa, it is fast. See lesson 34 on adverbs for a fuller discussion. Finally, as explained in lesson 29, there is no distinction in function between adjectives and intransitive verbs. So an intransitive verb is a verb without a subject, without an object. So I eat is intransitive, but I eat a book is actually transitive. So ura te boro, which means the ball is red. Literally, it is red, the ball. You probably noticed that boro apparently is based on the English word ball. Okay, repeated action. One case of variation in the form of verbs is when the action is repeated or continues in time. So, nako is to go. Na nako is to usually go. So this is called reduplication, covered in another packet. Okay, passive. It's going to be very interesting to read this because it looks like it's been, how do I put it, proofread. So, the passive suffix Aki transforms a verb into its past participle. So this will explain it. E kaboa de rice. He bought the rice. Versus e kaboaki de rice, which means the rice was bought. Okay, so kaboa is buy, and then kaboaki is to be bought. So note that the ki at the end, or the aki, indicates like ed in English. There are a number of Kiribati verbs, however, which in meaning are already past participles. So, reke, gotten, bua, lost. Transitive formation. Many verbs have both a transitive and intransitive form, with the transitive form being constructed by adding ga to the beginning and a to the end of an intransitive verb. So, bua, lost, gabua, to lose, Boca boca, mud. Ga boca boca, to muddy. Ura ura, be red. Oh, now I actually just see this. So bua is actually to be lost, so let's do that again. Bua is to be lost. Ga bua is to lose, or to cause something to be lost. Boca boca, mud. Ga boca boca, to muddy. Ura ura, to be red. Ka ura ura, to redden. Nako, to go. Ga nakoa, to send, or to cause to go. In addition, there are a number of suffixes which serve to create transitive verbs from other parts of speech. Okay, so this is fun. To be. There is no verb to be in Kiribati. In many cases, be is considered as part of the meaning of an intransitive verb or adjective. So it's a bit like, instead of like to be or not to be, it's more like just not to be and there is no question. So, e ura ura te boro means the ball is red. Literally, it read the ball. So, equational sentences treated in Lesson 3 have no surface verb, but connect two noun phrases with an invisible to be. So, te sia maakuri deoare means a workman, that man. So, that man is a workman. There is, however, a verb meaning to be located, which usually translates to be in English. Mena. So, e mena iaon te taibora de boro, which means it is located on the table, the ball. So that in plain English that would be the ball is on the table. So emena, it is located, iaon te taibora, on the table, te boro, the ball. Emena ianon te aus desia makuri. So the workman is located in the house. So to have. Neither is there a verb in Kiribati for to have. The sense can be gotten by using either the possessive pronoun or construction consisting of iai and iro. Now, for those of you who may have studied Hungarian before, they actually use the exact same system here, which I found very surprising. Who knew that Gilbertese and Hungarian had something in common? Iai amboki. Do you have a book? Literally, is there your book? Or a construction consisting of ei plus iro. So this will make it clear. Ei te bok iro means, is there a book by you? In this latter case, iro takes the appropriate possessive pronoun suffix. So I believe in one of the first two lessons, we actually went over this in my series. In the first case, the book is assumed to belong to the person being asked. Your book. In the second, no such inference is made. A book. Okay, now here's a bunch of fantastic exercises that I look forward to skipping. So, general reflections. I think that this actually really helped me discover and untangle the rather confusing, but confusing no longer, world that is Gilbertese sentence structure. I actually feel that maybe after a few days, if not in fact right when I'm done filming this, I can actually start putting sentences together. One thing I definitely notice is like e and e, like meaning he, she, it, and I go at the beginning of the sentence. That's very helpful. And then I believe the verb goes right afterwards. So as seen here, e mena iaon te taibora te boro. So it is located on the table, ball. And so sometimes it actually uses a little bit of a, how do I put it, a reversal form, which is a little bit more confusing to explain. And so I think in some Celtic languages they also do this as well. So te sia makuri deoare, literally a workman is that man. And so the thing that is actually goes in the front. Hopefully after going through a lot more grammar packets and reading this out loud, it'll really end up growing on me. But until then, this is Jared letting you know that your victories, no matter how small, deserve to be celebrated and will always bring you forward. Have a good one, and see you next time.